Share vinyl.
Hi guys, and happy Saturday. I'm losing track of time over here with Christmas being on a Thursday. But I wanted to come in and say hi and ask if you had a glorious Christmas. I hope you did. We had a great Christmas. And I did put up a video of creating the roast. It was out of hand and it looked so Christmassy. And the Yorkshire puddings were once again a success. They're not that easy to make, my British friends will tell you. But I think I'm getting it down because we did have some pretty good Yorkshire puddings this time. And we had the appetizers. We had key lime pie we made, and my mother made her mega amazing cheesecake. So it's the creamiest New York style cheesecake on earth, and it's just really, really a good day. We had a lot of fun, and of course we still had 3 of the Christmas crackers. That we bought last year. So we got more little racing reindeer. These are the last of them. This year I got Dasher. Last year I had Dancer. So this year we were very lucky to find those because Christmas crackers are not common here, in the stores. So I was looking on Amazon and I found a bunch that I could choose from for next year. But that's the way we're going to have to get them next year. So anyway, I was going to show you some of the gifts that I got from folks. And yesterday I spent with Craig, Elena, and Joe. And our refrigerator at the Record King died. So we no longer have a refrigerator. So in the morning I took all the beer, wine, eggnog, everything that we had in the fridge. I took it out and put it out in our we have like a mud room in the store, and of course there's no heat in there. It's just like an enclosed porch basically. And since it's freezing, we put everything out there, and that's our makeshift refrigerator for right now. We actually used that room during the Christmas party to keep the extra stuff cold, like the soda and stuff like that, because it's just like having a walk-in refrigerator basically because it's freezing in there. We had another blizzard. It started 5 o'clock last night and it went till about 6 o'clock this morning. So they said we were going to get 8 to 10 inches, but I think we got maybe about half that. So thank God, because I think Monday it's going to be 50. So that should all melt, that'll be fine. All right, I got a couple things online. I got a Temu item, which is the bubble crown from Glinda's bubble crown from Temu. Got this from Temu. It's really, really great. Really great. And I do love my tiaras. So this one's really pretty. Just came. It has like Aurora Borealis stones all over it. It's really cool. I love that. And I got this from Amazon. The History of Skinheads by Nick Razor. This looks really good. Remember, I told you a lot about the skinhead movement and the history of it. When people hear the word skinhead, they think of violence, hate, and shaven-headed thugs marching under extremist banners. But that image is only a shadow of the truth. In the History of Skinheads, historian and former participant Nick Razor dismantles decades of myths to reveal the real story of a movement Born not in hatred but in unity, music, and working class pride. Really great. I can't wait to read this. It's going to be a good one. All right. Yesterday from Craig, I got Immaculate Fools, Dumb Poet. This is a British band from the 80s. Really good stuff. I love it. There's a song. Oh no, this wasn't. I don't think they weren't that popular in our country at all, but they did have a couple of hits in England, and they sound to be very influenced by some bands like U2. And I was really impressed with it. I really liked the guy's voice. Really good stuff. So I was excited about that. And then he gave me this very interesting piece. It's brand new sealed vinyl by PJ Pajamas, Kids Music for Adults. Now, Craig worked with this guy. Craig used to work with this guy in Factory Records. And he writes all the music, he plays all the instruments on this record. And so I said to Craig, what kind of, what's the genre? And he goes, no, it's alternative, you'd probably like it. So we were playing. Craig had an opened record at the store, and we were playing it. And this Schmaltzy song here sounded very, very Beatles. Very, very interesting record. I really, really liked it. And this is on the most beautiful vinyl. Let me open it and show you. Because you need to see the vinyl on this. It's so pretty. So this guy used to work at Factory with Craig. Craig's been there, I don't know, 3 years now. So 3 or 4 years almost. So a lot of people have come and gone, like Tim, who became a good friend of ours. Tim went back to teaching. All right, I'm going to show you this vinyl. It's really cool. It's really beautiful. Look at this. Isn't that great? It's clear vinyl with these beautiful blue streaks. And Craig is pretty sure that PJ Pajamas drew the artwork for the cover as well. So, pretty talented dude, you know what I mean? Plays all the instruments, writes all the songs, and probably did the drawing as well, which is absolutely adorable, isn't it? So that was cool. I was pretty excited by that. I really enjoyed it when I listened to it. I wanted to listen to it first, see if I would actually like it, and I really liked it. He does sound a lot like the Beatles on some tracks, so very, very fun. PJ Pajamas, Kids Music for Adults. Sounds like right up our alley, right? All right. I got a card from my friend Tuesday, and in that card were these 2 awesome magnets. A beautiful Ziggy Stardust era Bowie magnet. I love it. And Cult Movie Club. We love our cult movies, so that was really, really fun. I got an amazing package from Carm. All kinds of fun stuff. We'll start with the Breckenridge, Colorado ornament, because I want to put it back on the tree. He was in Colorado recently. He goes at least once a year, and he brought me this beautiful well, actually, I believe he goes to Sedona, but this must be nearby, someplace they visited. And it has a buffalo on it, and I love buffaloes. They are the cutest thing ever. And so he got me that in Colorado. Beautiful. And a Krampus magnet. Perfect. We love our Krampus. Three coasters here. These are really cool coasters too. When I was a kid, my social network was called Outside. Isn't that great? I love that. Then there's a Frankenstein, which is beautiful, of course. And then there's a Glorious Bowie coaster. Awesome stuff. And these 45s. These are amazing. He must have some, well, he lives in a city. He lives in Chicago area. So he's probably got some outstanding record stores there. He got me Raining Sound, If Christmas Can't Bring You Home. Look at that. So we have If Christmas Can't Bring You Home, backed with That's All I Want and Jingle Bell Rock. Very cool. And all Christmas records, which is really exciting. Mick Collins and Danny Croa, Winter Blues and Greens. Awesome. Also on here, it's like an EP. So we got Summer Storms, Welcome to the Cemetery Club, and Winter Blues and Greens, Whispers and Pretty Horses, Blue, and Infinite Sadness. Really, really cool. Very much into that. Then he gave me Bloodshot Bill, Stuffin' Her Stockin'. So funny. And the other side is Naughty or Nice. Recorded at Sin Studios, Montreal, Canada. Bloodshot Bill on all instruments. There's another guy who does it all himself. This is a Norton release. Very, very cool. And this great thing, Flying Saucer Twist, the Northway Sound Record Story Volume 1, with Tom Carter and the Ramrods, Jerry Lee Trio, Billy Lee and the Ramblers. Look at that cover. Is that insane? This is actually from Indiana. Northway Sound Records must have been from Michigan. Ionia, Michigan. That's where it was. So we have the Flying Saucer Twist, Travelin', Banshee, and Twist and Boogie. Awesome stuff. Really awesome stuff. So the Northway, that's what the Northway Sound label looked like back in the day. Awesome. So that was my stuff from Carm. Really, really exciting. All right, for Christmas Day, I got, my mom got me the one version of the Vince Guaraldi Trio's Charlie Brown Christmas that I wanted, the Zoetrope version. I'm so excited about this. Oh my God. I collect most versions of this. I try to collect all versions of it. I didn't care that much to get the one from Record Store Day, even though it was an anniversary edition with a gatefold and a pop-up tree, because I would rather have had this one. I already have one on green vinyl. I have the original on black vinyl. I have the snowflake vinyl. I have the tiny vinyl from Uncle Paul. And now I have this beautiful Zoetrope version. It is glorious. These Zoetropes are fascinating when they spin, and I just absolutely love it. So I got that. I got Hunting the Hooligans, how a covert police team brought down one of Britain's most violent gangs. This is really, really going to be interesting. In the notorious 1980s, football violence was rife. The yobs were rampant. Crowds were falling, and the government was near despair. One of the worst gangs was a multiracial crew of thugs who followed Birmingham City Football Club. They looted shops, ransacked pubs, and butchered rivals and called themselves the Zulu Warriors. So this guy, Michael Layton, he was a detective that actually went undercover to infiltrate the Zulu Warriors. Very, very dangerous. Put his life on the line and brought down the leaders of that, what do you call it? Firm. They called the football hooligan clubs firms. So this is going to be really interesting. Very excited about that. Then she got me my Terrifier. I love this so much. Terrifier baseball jersey, whatever you want to call it. Just jersey in general. Terrifier. Okay. Damien Leone's Terrifier, it says. And the back says Art the Clown. Look at that. It is so cool. This was from the Bloody Disgusting line at that Walmart had. Walmart has this thing called Bloody Disgusting, and it has all horror filmed themed stuff, and that is so cool. And lastly, I got my Ray-Ban Meta glasses. I got the Skylar ones because I wanted, they're more feminine. They're just prettier. So, the other ones are just like black nerd glasses. You know what I mean. But these are really pretty. These are much more feminine, as you can see. So, very, very, very excited about those. And they go in the case, and the case, see the green light? The case is actually the charger. Charger goes in here, glasses snap in, charger goes here, the case is the charger. So, very, very exciting. So that was the Christmas haul. That's what I've been doing. Saw Craig yesterday. We knew we were going to have a blizzard, and or we thought we were going to have a blizzard. And so Craig wasn't sure if he was going to be opening the store today. I don't know if he did or not, but since I can't really shovel very well, I did do the sidewalk. It was very nice and powdery snow. I did do the sidewalk, and I did a path to the door of my Jeep so that it would melt down when the weather gets nicer. It's going to be 50 on Monday. It'll melt. It'll melt just like last time. Actually, last time I think the storm was bigger, and we had a 50-degree day and everything melted. So it was great. So anyway, guys, I hope you had a magical, mystical, musical Christmas. Now we're gearing up for New Year's Eve. As you know, that is not a holiday that I celebrate at all. I think it's ridiculous. But I will, cook dinner on New Year's Day. And then Friday, I'll see Craig and Joe and Elena and everybody at the store. And we will, because they want me to make the meatballs again. So I'll make the meatballs on Friday, the day after New Year's Day. And then after the first of the year, Craig's going to work on having either the refrigerator fixed, replaced, or he's going to have to buy a new one himself. So we don't know if the landlord will do it or if he has to do it, because we didn't bring the fridge. It was there when we got there. But we'll see. We need it. I mean, in the winter, it's not such a bad thing because we have that room, But like Elena had to take, we had meatballs left over in the freezer because he bought that huge bag of meatballs this time for the Christmas party. So she took those home to put in her freezer so that they'd be okay, because those we can't leave out on the porch, so those will be safe, and she'll bring them back next week, and we'll cook them in the crock and have some fun, have our own little New Year celebration. So that's about it from me, guys. I hope you're having, again, a magical, mystical, musical Christmas week, day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Comment, subscribe, spread that love. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Probably right after New Year's. Mwah. Love you so much. Enjoy your new year. Happy New Year.